Hey guys, and welcome to Girls Teaching Girls Fighting Games, or GTGFG. My name is Haley, but I go by the gamer tag Dirty Chai. I have newly joined the fighting game community, and have decided to stream my practice, and create a show that can reach out to people like me. One thing I've noticed is that girls in the fighting game community are a major minority, and I would like to see that change. It's always hard to enter a community where you are the minority, as well as new to the skill. Therefore, I hope this series will help girl gamers see that they are not alone and give them the fundamentals they need to take the steps towards competitive fighting games. Because I'll also be going over gameplay tips and strategies as I learn them, my stream might be useful to beginners no matter what their gender, even though I'm marketing more towards the girl side. So for any girls out there that have seen fighting games and have been interested, but have maybe never taken the leap, here's a little info. First of all, fighting games are a little different than other video games. Most popular video games are team-based and played online, but fighting games are one-on-one and played offline. This means competing in a fighting game actually takes more time than playing Overwatch or League of Legends competitively, because you're often going out to tournaments or at gatherings to play the game offline and in person, even though you do have the option to play it online. Street Fighter is one of the most popular fighting game franchises with some of the most recognizable fighting game characters. Due to Street Fighter's popularity and easy mechanics, it makes for an obvious choice to kick off your journey into the fighting game community. The first thing we want to do is get ready for our first tournament, which can be very daunting. There are two aspects to preparing for your first tournament: preparing your skill and preparing yourself for the experience. Today, we'll just be covering the basic gameplay of fighting games so that you can start playing right away. Fighting games look simple to play, but they're hard to truly master and understand. I'm playing Cammy, the girl in the green jumpsuit, against Rio. Most people just button mash to get their inputs, but in Street Fighter V, there is a holy trinity of options that determines who wins and who loses. The holy trinity consists of striking, blocking, and throwing. The object of the game is to get your opponent's health bar down to 0 by hitting them. You can break the game down into one question: how do we hit each other? There are two main ways to get a hit on your opponent: strike and throw. Striking an opponent depletes their health bar, but if they know you're going to hit them, they can just block by holding back. So in order to make it that block isn't unbeatable, you have the option to throw your opponent, which beats the block. So strike is checked by block is checked by throwing, and to complete the trinity, there needs to be a third option that beats throwing, which is jumping. As you can see, you can jump over any grounded grab. However, you cannot block in the air, which leaves you vulnerable to a strike, as you can see. Meaning that you can think of this whole game like a giant game of rock, paper, scissors, with each option beating the next, but having at least one other weakness. This game design is all over fighting games, and it's really, really important to know about in order to play well. So when you're playing against friends, or getting thrown or just grabbed, you just lost one of the most small mind games that go on between you and your opponent. It's cool, huh? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and on our next episode, we'll be going over picking a character that fits you and how to make good use of your practice time. I hope you ladies learned a lot. Keep practicing, and see you next time.